Historian Ed Owens. Charles fears angering the royal family over Harry. Royal historian Ed Owens is convinced that the king is much gentler towards his youngest son than it may seem at first glance, but he is wary of extending any olive branches to Montecito. Charles faces a dilemma. On the one hand, the fragmentation in the family is not good for the image of the monarchy, and on the other hand, to put up with Harry, he cannot, for it will anger the rest of the royal family, who refuse to forgive the Sussexes. When Harry came to Britain in September and asked for a night's stay at Windsor Castle, he was refused under not the most convincing pretext. Allegedly, it is necessary to warn long before his arrival, or there is no free staff. And then it became clear to everyone the king is not going to get closer to his son. But the expert believes that the king could have rejected Harry's request under pressure from his eldest son William, or more likely Camilla, who is described as the power behind the throne. These reports suggest that the relationship between father and son is very complicated at the moment. Clearly, the king is aware that Harry's presence in Britain is somewhat antagonistic. The relationship between him and his brother is known to be particularly fraught, Ed Owens said. Anything Charles wishes or does on a personal level to try to mend his relationship with Harry may have a wider negative impact on his relationship with other family members, because clearly there are family members who are not prepared to forgive Harry for what he has done. Palace insiders are saying almost every day that William and Kate are against getting closer to Harry, that the Welsh have no intention of forgiving Harry, and things like that. The king reportedly doesn't want drama and discontent in the family because the Welsh will protest if he decides to welcome Harry to the palace and build a rapport with him. At the mention of Harry, William becomes adamant, and royal experts have said on more than one occasion that we may never see the brothers reconcile. The case with Camilla is no better. The press, citing courtiers, writes that between the king and his wife played out a storm about Harry. They say she doesn't like to see the king blaming himself for the split with his youngest son and dreaming of a family reunion. She also doesn't like it when her husband falls into sentimentality and moping, and has advised him to lighten up, a palace source claimed. Camilla is angry that Charles feels guilty about not being a good father to Harry as a child, the insider reported. But during Harry's childhood days, Charles was busy with Camilla and was a good godfather to her son Tom. And now Camilla is there for him and Harry isn't. According to an insider, such talk doesn't add optimism to their relationship. And Camilla is working to distract the royal from the drama with his youngest son. Biographers claim that she has enough power to do so, and she can even change palace rules and notorious protocol. She's also well connected in the press, and the king's wife is making sure Charles's reign is not overshadowed by the constant mention of Harry and Meghan in the headlines.